So, hi everyone, and welcome. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, you're most welcome to today's live. I am so delighted to have you here. Good to see you, Virginia. Welcome. Welcome so much, and even the others who are watching. And I believe that you're going to have a good time over here. And believe that today's intentions and the whole purpose why we've come here will be met. And I know that we are going to have a good time. Thank you, Esther. So I'll just take this time to appreciate you as you come in. I don't take it for granted that it's an impromptu live and you're here with me. But my plan is to schedule days that I can work with so that even for you, you can be able to put them in your schedules and know that it's something you can plan with. Most likely Tuesdays and some Fridays. So we will be setting them in advance and putting them out as coming up lives, which you can then put on your notification bells and you will be able to be notified and know when we are anytime we are about to go live and we are about to go to come and have discussions, whether it is posting a video and all that. So I believe you've had a good day. I've also had a very good day. It's been a working day here, and so I was working, came back home, did a few things, freshened up, um, looked at how everyone else was at home, and I was able to just now come and set this live. And I think that actually sets a very good platform for us to discuss our main title for today. Let me see. Yeah, our main title for today, which is work-life balance. And it is not just for content creators, but I put this out because most of the community and the people who have connected to my channel, either through subscription or recommendation, are also content creators or intend to be content creators. But it is not limited to content creation, it applies everywhere. It applies to all of us. It applies to everyday life. And sometimes it's just a jungle. And we are looking at how do we even achieve something which is called work-life balance. And sometimes even we don't even know what is that work-life balance. We don't even know how it looks like. We don't have someone we can point and say, maybe they've achieved it or I would want, but we have people who have either partially achieved it or are almost achieving it or are almost getting there, and others totally we can see they have nothing close to what we call work-life balance. So it is for that reason that I want us to have a very interactive session, and I believe that as you come in, you will be also pouring your knowledge and wisdom and even tips of how you do some of these things so that we are able to just edify one another. And even before we begin, there's the basis actually of this scripture and how, or not scripture, of this topic and how it came about. I was looking at a scripture and I've been studying this scripture because one of these days is going to be a topic we are going to be discussing. And this scripture is actually about a woman we call Proverbs 31 woman. And I was trying to look at her life and how she has everything figured out. This woman, I'm telling you, she's got her life intact. She's got things figured out. She's got her children taken care of. She's got her husband taken care of. She works from home, or she runs empires of businesses from home or wherever she works from. But she didn't look like she struggles with work life balance. And I was asking myself, oh goodness, this is a person we are supposed to be emulating, especially us who are of the Christian faith, and are try to use this woman as a model. And I was like, that is even far off. Let me not even say I have grasped what that woman is all about, but let me start where I am. And I tried to look at my environment, and I was like, yeah, I think I need to improve myself on some of these things, balancing stuff here and there. I need to improve. Just sorry for that. Yeah, if you join in, just drop a hi there and there, and I will be able to acknowledge your presence here. And one of the things that I was saying is that when I was looking at this woman, I was like, let me start from where I am. I will not lie to you. I am anywhere. I am anywhere near being a Proverbs 31 woman. In fact, what I need to work on just what I can see here around my life, which is work-life balance. And so, uh, thank you, Ruth. Welcome, welcome. As I'm setting the stage, I'll be welcoming you up. Then, when we dive into what we are doing, I'll be able to just keep you engaged and interact with one another, chat with one another, ask each other questions, and let's make it a lively conversation. If you can share this with someone who you feel needs this conversation, um, let them come so that we can move together. Sorry for any flicker of lights you will see. I have tried to balance this light and something is not working. So we will just go with it like this. Next time, I'm sure that I will have known what to check for. And so now, as I was saying, the issue of work-life balance. And for me, I would like to make it very practical, work from a space that I can even myself sit down and refer to what we are talking about here and say it is very practical. So the very first thing that I looked at was a scripture actually in the Bible in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, which talks about there is a time for everything. And when I was reading this scripture, I was trying to relate, how do these two go together? How do they come together to be how do they come together to be helping me maintain a work-life balance? And you see, the scripture talks about there's a time to be born, there's a time to die, there's a time to plant, there's time to pluck what is planted, there's a time to kill, there's a time to heal, there's a time to break down, there's a time to build up, there's a time to weep, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to mourn, there's a time to dance, there's a time to cast away stones, there's a time to gather stones, there's a time to embrace, there's a time to gather stones, there's a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to throw away, a time to tear, a time to seal, a time to keep silence, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. I was looking at all this and wondering, hey, then I better know what time it is for, as they are given circumstance or given something in my life. If you are seeing ads on your As the video is playing, please just type for me to ensure that I have set up my revenue. There's something we set up for these videos so that they can do what they need to do. Just type add, and then I'll check if we are good to go. As if you can see an ad coming up. So if you see it, don't worry. When you come back, you just find us talking. Watch it as much as possible. As much as possible. If it is too long, you can come back. But if you can bear with it, it will do us very good. Also, give this live stream a thumbs up. It will enable us to get to reach many people, and guys will know that we are having an awesome time in this place, and come in and join us. So welcome so much, and I want to begin this discussion from there. What we've had, there's literally like time for everything. Time to cry, to laugh, to bond, to embrace, not to embrace. There's, as in, when you look at all that, then I think that can be a good place where we can peg the discussion of work-life balance, because we have to have something which is not you have to have something that is tangible, something we can peg it upon. Otherwise, if it is very fluid, we may not be able to put at the end of the day, say whether it is possible to have a work-life balance. I may have said in the topic that it is for content creators, but I want to give a disclaimer and say that it is for everybody. This will apply to you. It will apply to you as an individual, and even later on in the future. And so I was looking at things that cause, like what causes the lack of work-life balance. And when I was looking at what causes that balance, and even if you work for an organization, or if you work for somebody, or you have your own business, you will discover you're either overworking. Overworking means that you're taking more time on something that you shouldn't be taking. You're literally now getting the time that was not for working, getting the time that was probably for resting, and stretching it into the working. So you are overworking. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. You're overworking. You are overstretching. You are overdoing. Yeah, you see what we call overdoing. So some of us go to the extent of overdoing without knowing that we are overdoing. Then, secondly, we have things that come in to disrupt us. For example, we have technology. We have our phones that have come in and they interrupt the flow of life. Why do I say that? Because sometimes now that work that you intended to do, it could be in an office, it could be at home, it could be at work, it could be anywhere you are, and you just now decide to pull out your technological device. And you know how these gadgets have filled our lives, the phones. Hello, and Maura, you're most welcome, my dear. Feel free to comment to the topic today as we go on, and also feel free to invite somebody who you feel will benefit from this conversation today. Thank you so much. Anne is one of my supporters and subscribers, and I appreciate her so much. So I was saying that that when you are just trying to concentrate, you get an interruption, a disruption that is coming from your phone. That also can lead to a lack of a work-life balance. And now this is where I would target the content creators, because most of the time most of the time I don't have clear demarcations of that space, especially when it goes to the other things I do beyond creating content, which may be supporting the communities that I have, learning, getting ideas, and all that. So you have a way of not really putting a boundary. That's why I'm saying that now that can cause a disruption. Some people have mastered it, some not. I am. We have the other thing that can cause a lack of this balance we are looking for, and the other thing is pressure to excel. Girl, man, you are driven to excel. You take no for an answer. You don't take no for an answer. You don't score less than exception. Your grades are or excess. Like, you are always extra in terms of performing. And you guys can remember when you were in school and you wanted to be a top student, and you are not given that that ability of, let me say, genius. You are not an academic genius at that time, and so you would always put extra effort meant that may have to skip games. You may have to skip some play time. You may have to skip some club time so that you can put that extra effort just because you wanted to excel. And that is the kind of pressure I'm talking about. Pressure to excel. Give it anywhere. Give it in your house. You want your house to be sparkling. You want it to just be so clean. Yeah, thank you, Anne. And Nightbot is welcoming you and giving your house so that my good friends can be able to get back to you. So I was saying that like you find that you are obsessed with extraness, if I may call it that. You are you suffer from OCD. If it is in the house, you cannot see something fallen. You cannot see your wardrobe clothes out of what is it called, the order that you put them. If there's a green shirt inside a black shirt, it has to be moved. Where, as in, I'm trying to just elaborate how extra pressure to excel. Your things must be in order. How it affects us. The other thing can cause lack of a work-life balance in our day-to-day life is actually a long distance commutes. Like, if you work far from your workplace, or you have to take daily trips to different places where you're doing your business from, or where you're conducting your activity of the day from, that time, it can consume so much time that the time you would have used to rest is the time you're using to commute. The time you would have used to, probably connect with your family is the time you have to leave work. That can be a cause, and we have to look at how do we solve that? How do we solve that so that it does not continue affecting us? The other thing that can, and as I talk, please give me more points. What do you think can cause a lack of a work balance? And I'm not saying that I am a whole, like, I don't have all this information. I just try to scan and see what really has affected me over time, what affects somebody that I've or probably had this conversation with. So it is not my information alone. Type here, let's interact. I will read out your comment once it comes out, and it will be a nice one. The other thing that we can look at, we see that causes lack of this balance is also if you work in a place where there's no flexibility. Sometimes you have no flexibility, you have no schedules that allow you to take off days, or leave early in the morning, or I mean, not in the morning, in the evening. As in, it's just so rigid that you cannot plan everything, yeah, around your life. You just have to work with what your boss says, work on what your employer says, work on what your business demands. Sometimes even your own business can demand of you something that is quite fixed, not a flexible plan. And it is at that point when you should know when to call for help. The other thing is financial pressure. Yeah, if you're agreeing with me, do a sign, something, put a thumbs up here. We see what you're whether you agree. Raise your hand. Financial pressure. I think this thing really is the one that causes us to push ourselves beyond our capacity, beyond things we can't handle. We just want to push more, especially if you even are in a business, you're doing a business, you are either your employer pays you for overtime or for what, you would want to, push a little more because the finances may not be enough at all. And then the other thing that I saw is actually if you have a challenge with your body, if you're sick, or if you're sick, or if you're experiencing a challenge, you may find that you're not able to work well, you're not able to give the best. That means you won't have time to put everything together in perspective. So I think for me, that is just what I thought of. Let me see if you have any other that comes to your mind. As we go on, share it with me, and then we will be able to proceed together. Sorry if I look like I've frozen. I was trying to sort something behind the scenes here. Work life balance issues. Yeah. I don't know why today the kids are quite unsettled. So I'm trying to see what is the issue here. Time management. Yes, 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 yes. Ruth is bringing a very real issue, time management. So, like, time management is actually the core of work-life balance. It's actually the subtopic of work-life balance because, as we've seen in Ecclesiastes, there's time for everything. There's time to let go. There's time to begin holding on to another thing. There's time to there's time to focus. There's time to defocus. There's time to put in effort. There's time to reduce effort. Yeah. Esther John is agreeing with me, saying that financial pressure. Yes, Esther. You know how it pushes us. Yeah, you know you should be asleep, but you're just like, let me finish this one more project, let me do this just one more thing, and then it affects how we are flowing. So we look at how time management is a skill that is even taught. You can be taught how to manage your time, and we look at it at some point when you are trying to see how well can we manage it. How well can we manage it? You guys are amazing. I love the points you're bringing out, and they are actually just within the topic for today. Welcome anyone who has joined us as we go on. Just greet us so that we can see how it is. So we're asking ourselves, why is it so important then to have this balance, this mysterious balance? Why is it? And for me, I look at it as what about a person who doesn't have this balance in check? How does it affect their life? And the one thing I saw, and even it comes, that one I suffer from it, guilty as charged, is you really are not keen to make any you're not keen to make any commitments, especially any further commitment. Tell me, meet me for coffee, and I have this, my world is all over, I will just be like, no, I cannot. Do this for me. Can we go visit? Can you do this work, extra work at work? And you're so non-committal. You cannot give everything that excellently, because even you know what is in your hands is falling apart. So you are tentative. You don't want to you don't want to take any more work. And we all know how it is annoying to work with tentativeness around us. Someone who is not sure, you can't trust them, you don't know whether they'll show up tomorrow or they won't be there. It can be quite a disaster. Even in our own homes, we want people who are predictable. We want things that are, things that are working. You can imagine if you have a helper at your home who is either feeling sick, either not there, or doesn't come to work, is inconsistent. You always feel like you're not well taken care of. The other thing is this person may also feel very inadequate. You feel like, hey, you feel like, I can't do some things you are able to do so well. You are approached by someone, they are like, by the way, I know you have this capacity. You can do this for me. Can you able to do? And you're like, no, I cannot do it. So you end up losing an opportunity because you feel inadequate. You feel not well equipped, but it's all because of this giant, the balance. There's something not in check. And then, yeah, before I go on, Anne is saying that same here host commitment. Yes, you agree with me. Taking further commitments when the ones that you have are not yet in check can be a very humongous task. The other thing I was looking at is motivation. Your motivation is so low. It's so low you don't want to keep or rather you're not even motivated to do even the things that you're doing. Have you ever noticed that when you have so much work, it's like you imagine you will have the extra strength, like you'll have the extra motivation to do the work, but that is the time your energy is so zero. Sometimes maybe over the holidays when I'm left to run the home and my house girls or helpers have gone home, and I know I have like chores lined up for me. I have dishes to wash, I have probably the house to clean, I have breakfast to make, I have, all those chores we have in the morning, and they run so smoothly because someone else is taking care of them, or even because you have planned them. Sometimes when there are so many and they are undone, you just feel like you don't have the motivation to do any of them. You lack that self motivation. I also experienced that, and sometimes it comes with a lot of now, like you go ticking things out, like canceling out of your to-do list. You're like, this one I want to do today, this one I will do tomorrow, this one I will do this and this day. So it is such a kind like that. And then your life is chaotic. Your life is full of chaos. And sometimes the chaos may not be that loud, but your heart can tell you're in chaos. Your heart can tell things are not at peace. Your heart can tell you need to have some order. There's just something I'm looking for. I need either to rest. There's something I'm looking for. And that thing we are looking for is actually called harmony. And harmony is what will allow us to have our work-life balance. Harmony is what ties everything together, is what brings these spheres of life, yeah? And we try to name them. We have work, we have, if you're a mother, you have your children. If you are a parent, I mean, you have your children, you have your job, you have your business, you have your business. Even content creation is also business. You have things you need to manage. You have people you're mentoring. You have church, and social groups, social life. Social life is also part of that. You have this all these to manage. And actually, those things are normally summarized in the photo I put in the thumbnail for today. It's called the wheel of life. It's like it's a wheel. You have to know how to spin that will and know what to focus on at any given time. You have your marriage, you have you have your your relationships, your friends, your girlfriends, your guys. They need you. People need to feel you. They need to have fun. They need to go out with you. So all those things, that's what we are saying. We need them to have a harmony. And once they have a harmony, then there you got it. There is work-life balance. There is work-life balance. Those things, when they are in harmony, your children are in check, your bills are being paid, your work is not falling out of place, your business is doing well, you are doing well physically, mentally, spiritually, all those things, all those things, all those things, all those things are what are what you are doing, are what you are, sorry, let me just cancel something here, are what we are looking to achieve. So now, um, So now let's go on. Let's go on and welcome to anyone who has joined and have not checked on them. But you should just identify yourself here so that you know you have joined us. And I appreciate you who are here. So we are looking at steps. How do we achieve work-life balance? I know it's possible. There are people who've done it. There are times that my life is in check and I feel like, yay, I have work-life balance. Other times not. So this is what I'm also speaking. I'm also speaking to myself. Yeah, and I'm official and more. I'm also speaking to myself. Ruth, I don't know whether you're here. I'm also speaking to myself. Esther, I don't know whether you're here. I'm speaking to myself. I'm telling myself, girl, I gotta get this right, because everything has time. Everything should have time. And so one of the things that we are talking about and saying here is, we must, for us to achieve work-life balance. Let me try and type. Let me try and be ambitious and type this out. We have to prioritize what we truly love. Yes, I think prioritize what we truly love. I made it. I was able to type. Ruth is saying, "Hi Faraja, my greatest challenge is being consistent in the harmony. I know that harmony, that thing, being consistent in that thing is where we have to get it right. And today we are here for it. I believe that, Ruth, by the time we are done having this conversation, you will be able to say that I have a take home. So this, I don't intend this stream to be lives to be so long, so that we can all be able also to balance what is within our reach. Welcome, Temi Best World, my first guest on my live stream that I had on Tuesday. And she's amazing. I know she would love this topic because we mentioned it just briefly as we tried to talk. So interact in the chat, Temi, and you're most welcome. Connect to her also. She does amazing content on cooking, motherhood, and all that life. And I believe that she will bless you with recipes all the way from Nigeria. So we are saying to actually solve these problems. Welcome so much, Fred Dagote. You're most welcome, my good friend. One of the ways to overcome this is to prioritize what we love. Prioritize what we love. Goga, welcome. Gorek Conaraid. Oh my, I have been raided. Okay, this is nice. I am here for it. Thank you so much, Goga and Gorex Corner, everyone coming in from there. I love it. Based in Italy, Pretty says, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tell me, my apologies, but you're most welcome. But your home is there, yeah? your home is Nigeria. So it's good to have you here. Gorex Corner Raid, land here safely. I am your captain, or I am what? Your new host. So let's continue. We are talking about work-life balance, whether you are a content creator, whether you are just doing your business, whether you are at home taking care of your family, anything, it can apply to anything. And we've had an amazing conversation with the my viewers who've joined for the last 40 or so minutes. So we will continue, and we are looking at then how are we able to pick it up from here. So we saw first of all how it looks like not to have uh, work-life balance. We saw what this person will display, and one of the thing was this person lacks so much. They lack commitment. They're inconsistent. They are not motivated. They are just overwhelmed, and their life is chaotic. That is what we are trying to solve today. That is a problem we are trying to solve. How do we not become that person? Gorex, I am honored. Gorex Corner, I am honored for the raid. I am honored, my friend. I am so excited for you guys to be here. So welcome, and you are most welcome. So if we look at the first reason, what we are trying to say is we have to prioritize what we love. And you guys know that when you do what you love, you will most of the time do it so passionately. You will do it so well. You will need no one to supervise you. Welcome, Loud. Welcome all the way from the Gorex Raid. So my friends who are not content creators and you're here, I will tell you about the raids and all that. These are amazing YouTube family. We've created a community, and God has kept joining us together. And so they've come in from another live that was going on, and they've been sent to come to my live by the host, who was Captain Gorex. So she was flying that ship from her live to my live stream. You see how amazing it is. You guys, I'm telling you, if you're not a YouTuber, what are you waiting for? Join so that you can enjoy some of these privileges of international connections, international flights, and that's what we call them. Welcome, my dear friends. I am so privileged to have you here. So what we are saying is once you do what you love, you have, or what you love, you will have so much choice. You will have so much option to do it. You will ooze out your passion. You will ooze out your creativity, and then you'll also be able to decide when it is done well because you love it. No one is forcing you out to do it. You will also know when to identify an opportunity so that you can run with it. So there it means that all what you were talking about before in terms of like you lack commitment, all that is resolved there. And then the other thing is, as you truly prioritize what you love, there's something called it's called the Pareto rule, 80-20 rule. If I mention something that is strange, just go read about it in the internet. It's there. 80-20 rule means do something that is going to have an impact like of the 80%, and you've only just done it at a 20% effort. And avoid things that are the vice versa, that you do with 80% effort and they give you 20% results. So for example, you are at home. I'm giving a very live example. You are at home. Welcome so much, my take. It made me subscribe and wait before I can type Gorex Raid. Sorry. And yeah, it's on purpose that we also get to grow here. And thank you so much for that subscription. Stay connected. this is an amazing place to be. Common Value, welcome. I will get back to you guys, all your channels. I will be able to look at them. So now I was saying that choose like I was giving an example of 80-20% rule, like in a house. So you are here, you've decided today I want to be home, I want to utilize this time and see what I can do. And so one of the things you will find yourself doing is choosing which is the most uh, like which is the best activity I can do today, and it will cover for probably help me connect with my family. It will help me take care of my children. It will it will help you like refresh. You're trying to see what can I do. So probably you say, let me just probably make them a good breakfast. And in this channel, by the way, we cook. On the other side of the videos, you will find a lot of cooking videos that I've done. And this year we are now coming to this side of live stream where we now talk real life, and food stays on the other side. So you're most welcome. If you just subscribe to this channel and you don't know what we are about, I call myself the Home of Delights. My name is Rachel Faraja, the Home of Delight, because we are going to be having delightful food, delightful conversation, delightful moments, and it's going to keep getting awesome and more delightful. So this is a Home of Delight. You are in the right place. Thank you so much for coming. And my new subscribers, I appreciate you that you took the trouble to go through that process so that you can just be here. I appreciate you for that. Then the other thing that we are talking about on how to get to achieve this work-life balance, and you are free. Feel free to type in your in the comment section things that have helped you, because I'm starting out as a content creator, and I want to know, you guys, how do you make it? How do you have life work life balance? You see, even the name is mouthful. I wish it had initials. You see, hello host, hello Common Value. I am very interested in your channel to see what you do at Common Value. I will look at it and I will be able to get back to you as well. So I am saying that you have to you have to set your boundaries, and you have to stick to them. At least for me, that one, I know it works. Yeah, I have to define my limits. That is part of setting boundaries. I have to say, how many hours am I going to work? How many hours am I going to spend creating content? And creating goes with editing. That editing that goes late into the night, that goes into 3 a.m., that goes into the next morning, and you're dozing and you're not able to wake up. That one, yeah, all that. How many hours are we going to sleep? Do we have a control of that? Sometimes I feel like, oh my goodness. My goodness, I don't know. Sometimes the hours for sleeping are not enough. I set up my alarm and I see 4.5, 5 hours, and I love sleep. So if I do anything more than 6, I am refreshed, like I'm good for the day. So doing it before, how many hours am I going to spend with the family? Are we going to spend time with the family all the time and stay hungry, stay broke? How many hours are we going to do exercises? I know that we have for work, we have workaholics. I don't know what we have for exercises. There are people who now take it to the extreme. They spend all their time in the morning in the gym. They spend it lunchtime in the gym. They spend in the afternoon in the gym, all keeping fit. Their relationships are falling apart. They are probably getting something else right. But something, you see, we talked about harmony, and work-life balance is the harmony, the harmonious existence of all elements of our lives. Yeah, all these things. Yeah, Temi is telling me that I think she or he's not a YouTuber. I tried to check too. Okay, no problem. No problem. Setting boundaries. I'm big on that too. Gorex, that's interesting. That is interesting. I would love to hear that more. I would love to hear more on that. And I'm also learning that it is not wrong even to have someone come up and just talk about something they want to emphasize. So I've shared my the link for coming up if you would love to join me here, and we keep to the topic and the conversation, and it will be good to also have having been with you on the same platform or forum on this beautiful platform called StreamYard. Yeah. And then as we set boundaries, we have to learn to say yes to ourselves and say no to other people. It is easier written than done. Saying yes to ourselves is most of the time we push what we need until everyone else is taken care of. But what about me? What about me? I need to have probably a cup of coffee and just relax and talk to somebody. But then I have no. I have work. Work is around me. I have to sort these people. I have to do this. I have to do this. So you have to realize when to say no to a given. Say no to a given task or communication, and say yes when you are supposed to say yes. So I think as we do this, we are going to do what to achieve that balance. Temi is saying during summer, my friends come around and they were like, Temi, so you edit at midnight just because of YouTube? I said, it's what I love doing. I had to bring that up because, yeah, we all know that we edit at midnight when people are deep asleep. Gorex saying, Gorex, I want to reach there where I enjoy all this. This is Anne actually answering Gorex and saying that she wants to reach there where she enjoys. Yes, Anne, it's possible. Do it. Choose what you enjoy. Don't do YouTube for the sake of it. Do what you enjoy. Yeah. And this is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you for all your amazing comments in the chat. I appreciate you for that. And you should enjoy LS, easy and not too stressful. Yeah. If I am here trying to enjoy it, if I am here trying to get the best out of it, awesome. It's possible. It's possible. I want also to have fun. I want to have interactive conversation. I love good friendships. I love good conversations, and that way it's also part of how I refresh and ensure that everything in my life is also in check. Gorex saying, I've read that. Hello, Sulo Shinkona. Welcome, my new friend. I know we connected just the other day, and I'm so happy to have you today. You are most welcome. True host, sometimes I feel exhausted, and that's the thing. And don't do live streams when you're exhausted, because I mean that's the energy you will ooze out. You know, you can't hide when you're tired. You can't pretend when you have no energy. You have to pick a time. Pick a time. We started talking about time management, and you know what? When we were beginning, we read Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and it was the whole scripture just reading the way. Interestingly, there are times for everything. Time to embrace, time to let go, time to put in effort, time to release, time to love, time to hate. So you have to pick the best time. Pick the best time. Don't just work with what works. Or if you have you have to work around you have to work around the timings that you have. If you I know you stream at lunch hour. If it is lunch hour and that is the time you want to do it, work around it. Make sure that that time you are refreshed, your energy is in check, and I know that we will have a good time. Welcome, King of the Rich family. Eish, I love that name, King of the Rich. You are a king, and then you are a king of the rich family. Awesome. This is a place to be. Asmodi, that is your new name. Okay, welcome, and you're a blessing to be here. I am excited, and I'm sorry that Nightbolt is thinking you are overdoing your emotes. I will I will see how to work around that. Just type like 2 or 3. I think will be good. Maybe when you exit there, I don't want you to go on timeout, and you will be the first in history of this channel to go on timeout. I am blessed to have all of you here, and keep typing, keep welcoming, and also keep encouraging each other. No, okay, I didn't mean like type 1, 2, 3. I meant, oh my God, I meant, yeah, like if you put the YouTube emojis, you just like put 2 of them or 3 of them or 1 of them. Like really, Goga, even you're seeing this. Anyway, that was a good commercial break. Let's get back. So now we are saying, I think I've read what you have all commented there. Content is not what I can deal with. I praise you all. Just bless us all, and praise us for that. But we know that we have stepped out by faith. Some things are working, others are not working, and we are ready. We are here for it. I think we've decided by now. We've decided that we are going to do it. Yeah, we are going to do it. Thank you so much, Common Value. And I know that one day I was listening to my good friend God's Child yesterday when she was talking in Goga's channel, and she was saying that she was not a content creator for a long time, and she would support most of the content, like big YouTubers. She would just be there supporting them. We all know what supporting is all about. So when that happened, she over time just like, I think, resolved, and circumstances in her life settled to a point where she knew she was supposed to start a YouTube channel. But we see she was good at it because she watched people start, she watched them grow, she watched them become what they should be. And today she's amazing. She was monetized recently, and she's enjoying the goodness of persistence in YouTube. I know she was live. I saw her live before I came in, so I don't know whether she has finished being there. Yes, Global Online Giants Association. That is Goga for us. This guy is just a blessing. Yes, this Nightbot isn't playing. I don't know why it's not accepting. Has it said anything to Gorex? Because she has also typed excessive letters on Goga. It's just speaking on King of the Rich family, and I don't want that to affect him. Please stay on. Nothing on you. We will rectify. We will rectify. I cannot be a YouTuber too. This is NS My Take says, I cannot be a YouTuber too. It can be stressful. Kudos to those who are in the process. Okay. I think I don't know why you're casting a stone like you cannot be, but we hope we will inspire you enough to cross over enjoying this other side. It's interesting. It's interesting, but that's not it. Well, yesterday, not yesterday, 2 days ago, I did giving Blue a Nightbot will leave him. Okay. Let me see how that goes. That is King. Yeah, because I want to have him here. Let's see how that goes. Imagine I can't even see him. I think Nightbot has timed him out. Oh, goodness. Okay, so how do we resolve this so that we can continue? These are teething problems. If you're new here, just know that teething problems are inevitable. Let me see the message. Go to channel, King of the Rich. Let me come back. Let's hope I think he's just a few minutes. He'll be able to come back. I'll need to adjust that. Goga, let me know the setting. Is it this one for time, not timers, spam protection? Oh yeah, I've seen that. Options. Excessive. Let me go to disable, repetitive, disable, excessive, disable. I think that should help us now. And I reduce timeouts to section. I'll set that up. I didn't want to interrupt the flow of this amazing conversation that we are having here. He has 5 minutes in jail. Oh no. Okay, I hope you forgive me for that. So the other thing we want to look at how to get this mysterious thing called work-life balance is embrace the art of time blocking. My good friend Ruth, who was earlier in the chat saying her main challenge is her main challenge is what? Her main challenge is time management. And I told her we will get to it. And there it is, embracing the art of time blocking. This works like a magic. I'm telling you that because I work in an office 8 to 5, like the official hours, 8 to 5. Sometimes we go over, sometimes we report earlier. So 8 to 5 is a one on paper. And then we have the other things. And most of the time, if I am not in any way engaged and in a meeting or in something that needs my active engagement or mind too, I am able to join YouTube and support, and also join most of the live stream that happen during the day or watch contents of the people I have subscribed to. So now, one of the things that I learned is if I continue to do that way, I remain very distracted. And so I just came up with a plan of like in the days, what do I do on Monday? What do I do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? And that is for the time that I'm there. And there are days I choose. Today is just a day for supporting this kind of people. This is a day for joining all the live streams that will be there for my supporters. And this is a day for probably checking out new content. Like I sit down and deliberate, because the way I was going, it was not going to last long. I would have come back and like common value say that YouTube is not for me and it's not working. But and also respond to comments in my own channel, because as I post out videos, people are commenting, people are also getting to me, and I have to be responsive because that's what I signed up for. If you signed up for YouTube and you don't respond to people who write to you, you are giving them a raw deal. So that's what I actually purposely intend to do. So I block time in the I say days in the week. This is what we do, and that's how I'm able to remain connected to all of you. Time in, time out in YouTube. Now, the other thing that when you block time for different activities, you're able to just be very orderly. Yeah, you're orderly, you're structured, and people take you very respectively because you're able to do that. There's a joke that I read once, one day. I think in the memes that go out, Goga, are you the one held up for 5 minutes? No, it's king of the rich family. Can you imagine how Nightbot is just trying to make mission impossible here? So let me share with you this meme that I saw somewhere. So I believe all of you could have come across it, but it's actually about time management. So now there was this guy whose wife was actually working at home or staying home with the children and doing the work at home, and she was a stay-at-home mom. So when one day their husband came and they were like, "Hey, today you have done all the house chores. The house is sparkling. The meals are ready. The everything is done by common value. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for being here." Um, you see, like the husband was so amazed, and that tells you previously that was not what was happening. When he would come home, he would find like things are not in order, like food is not made, probably the kids are not showered, the house is in a mess, and so many other things that you can imagine. I mean, if you are staying at home, work is a lot. That is work that needs to be acknowledged. And one of these days I want to host a mom, a content creator mom who works from home or stays at home, and tell us how they do it, because they must be magicians somewhere. So so now when the husband saw that all this work here was done, the who is he called, he asked the wife, like, hey darling, today the work is, I mean, today you are good, the work was done and all that. Welcome, Uno, welcome. The work is done, you are perfectly, I mean, done all this work. And wasn't there Wi-Fi today? And you can imagine, this guy just knew Wi-Fi is an enemy of my family. Like, my wife cannot function properly if the Wi-Fi is on. And it was like, like really. And that's the point I wanted to raise. So that's a joke, by the way. Do I need to elaborate a joke? So now, that is the thing, that sometimes we can get so distracted. Even people around us just know when they see mom on phone like this, she's listening and talking to people, invisible people we cannot see. When my employer sees my earpod here, he knows that phones will ring in their office and I will not hear them. When somebody sees me just holding my phone like this, just tapping with my two fingers and doing this, they know that this person here is editing. And they are doing, I mean, you see, it can be confusion everywhere. But if we learn to block time to do stuff, we are good. Thank you, Anne, for getting the joke. Host, Wi-Fi enemy of progress in many houses. No joke. And I think us YouTubers will be the ones to blame, because these people are busy watching us. So you can, if you, I hope no one sees reduction of their watch time, because people are now time blocking. They'll still watch you, but maybe not as much. So that was funny. Yes, Goga, that was funny. Gorex, there you got it. So now, you can block time using many there are many things that can help you block time. A notebook just taken and written in the morning. I want to do this, I want to do this. And at the office, those are the skills, some of the things we teach, and we tell people you have to say what you're doing at any given time so that you use your time well. The other thing you can do is get your phone out. We have I just use my neighbor's Wi-Fi without them knowing, but they have to have given you a password or you are a hacker. Oh goodness. Essie, welcome. Uno, you have to have asked for a password, or how will you ask for the password? So so now the thing is, there are many tools that you can use to structure your time. Your Google phone has a calendar. You can go in and schedule and say the things that you should be able to do. There are journals, there are planners which you can just take and for tick for things that you would love to do, and you want them to take first priority. The other thing that you can do is also, as you manage your time, start with your negotiables. Hey, English is hard, my friend. Let me drink something here. English is filling my mouth, and I was trying to say non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. What are some of? Everyone has their non-negotiables different, because we are at different stages in our lives. Like yours cannot be. Welcome back, King of the Rich family. I'm so sorry that Nightbolt was unfair to you. We'll try to rectify that and make sure that it remains friendly and serves as well. Welcome back. We love that you are back. Um, Non-negotiables, I'm saying they differ. Someone with their family, a newlywed, their non-negotiable will be spending time with their new spouse. A new mother, non-negotiable will be to nurse their baby. Um, a man who is dating uh, their newly found girlfriend will be having their negotiables as having to create time for this person and this girl, and so forth. You know, non-negotiables are different, so that's why you have to deliver you come to arrive at you as differently. Welcome Charity, she's on ads, so I hope as she comes in we will be able to just go. I'll say nothing anymore, I'll just listen today. Okay. So non-negotiables sometimes are your family time, your personal development. This includes, anything that is working on you as an individual. Yeah. Uno says he can teach English and Spanish. Teach me Spanish. When I was in a campus, my undergraduate, I attempted to do Spanish, which to date I regret, because it dropped my grades like were crazily. I was struggling in that class. How do you struggle in an elective class? I chose to do Spanish, and the much I can remember or recall is, let me not even say it here, I may embarrass myself. Muchas gracias or something like that. Yeah. And I'll come for more classes so that I can sharpen my skills. And I write Spanish somewhere in my CV. Espanol amor. I know what amor means. Yes, my love or something like that. Mi amor. In Kenya, in my country, we watch programs called soap operas, and they bring us Mexican soap operas. So they have Alejandro, they have all those guys, all those Spanish guys of the Mexican cities, and they speak this mi amor, mi what. So we know that language here, even if it was not from a class from the soap operas. Now let's get back here. Uh Time blocking, we are picking non-negotiables. We are saying family time is a non-negotiable, depending on the stage you are, whether you're forming one, you're nurturing one, you're preparing to, you know Don't know what that was. My network showed a drop at some point, but we are back. We are back. Yeah, even me, Uno, I thought you are a content creator, but glad to know that you are a supporter and we appreciate your support. Esimunga, you're so quiet. Which stage of family are you in? Are you creating one? Are you are you dating? You know, we are talking about non-negotiable. So if you are single, you have all the time to yourself, but you belong probably to a family, and people cannot just be seeing you away. You also need to be there. The other thing we are talking about is personal development. Now, let me get back and seriously finish this note so that we can have a bit of fun. Now, personal development is anything that helps you grow. Exercise, you cannot sit down forever. That is why you should watch Goga doing yoga and the pull stance, like my brother there. The other thing you should do is you should build your spiritual life, create time and pray and read the Bible, read your spiritual life, build it, join other people in church or where you feel like you're well helped in that way. The other thing you need to do about that is take care of your mental space, mental peace. We've known that there's so much about mental cases. We are getting people struggling with their mental health, and part of that pressure actually comes from even things we do online, things we check online, things trying to meet expectations that are unrealistic, or that even trying to keep this work-life balance, you can get a mental breakdown out of it. So you have to really know what you're chasing and what you are, and stay focused during work hours. And then reschedule and schedule your breaks. Schedule your breaks and schedule rest. You have to schedule rest. If you don't schedule rest, there is no way. It is going to be impossible for you to have a work-life balance. By the way, have you noticed that if you don't rest, you become sickly so much? You get flus because your immunity is down. Every other small flu passing around you, virus passing around you, you catch it. You're not eating well, so you're not rested. You are not sleeping well, you're not rested, and you become just a target for, all these even physical breakdowns because your body needs to rest. Rest is something we should talk about, and I see that even different creators have begun talking about this conversation, and it is really helping. Temi is saying, building my spiritual life is my priority now. Exactly. Picking priorities. That is how it is. Allow me to drop host. Nice being here. And this is a great discussion. Gorex, our captain, thank you for landing your plane safely in my house. I'll take care of them as they are here and see where else we can land after this. I am so grateful for you being here and contributing. And before you go, we are saying that recharge. Look at times when you need to recharge so that you don't lose it along the way. And the other thing connected to recharging is the last step. Actually, the second last step that I would want us to check, which is disconnect to reconnect. Disconnect to reconnect. You have to learn to disconnect. And I mentioned this at some point when I was talking about screen time. You have to learn when to disconnect from screen times. You have to learn when to disconnect from I'm saying excessive screen times. They can cause a lot of distraction and affect people who are around us. Okay. King of the family, of the rich family, you are there in Nightbot again, yeah? Now you are at your own risk if you do that. But let's see what happens. No, that's so much love for Gorex, and at least she landed you here. Well, thank you so much. Now, we also saying that when you disconnect, yeah, you're able to unplug. You're able to unplug from very many things running in our minds. We carry stuff, we carry things running, content running in our minds, things we've seen, all that. And when you feel yourself, you will appreciate yourself more, you will love yourself more, you will be able to concentrate more, you will be able to, just elevate your mood. You will feel happy, and you'll be able to even get strength to do what you want to do well in the next time. Part of the ways that you can do this is also like taking walks. Take a walk, take a nature walk. If you live in a city like me, I live in a place where I can take some walks. I am purposing to do that more often, where you can sit down and have a cup of coffee with a loved one, with a good friend, have a good laugh. Take some time and just walk out of the house, walk out of your office, go out and enjoy yourself. Bye, Anne Maura, and thank you for being here, official Anne. And then as you're having time for coffee with your loved ones, you're nurturing relationships. As you nurture relationships, they will help you to stay in check, and you will also be very energized, and you will be a joy to be around with. People want to hang out with people who are not stressed, people who are happy. People will also help them elevate their moods and take away stress and all that. And lastly, our last thing to say is we want to practice gratitude. Did you know if you said thank you to just the things and the people around you, you will be much happier. You will appreciate them. You will be more fully there. Also, gratitude is like being present in the moment. Like you're having a conversation with someone, give it 100%. A 10 minutes conversation given attention can cover 10 can cover like for 2 hours of someone of distracted nature, someone who is distracted attention, yeah, someone who is just focusing, you're listening, you're keen. What is this person I'm talking to saying to me? You're just not listening so that you can answer back, you're listening so that you can hear them and they feel heard. I'm telling you, that is among the first things that will give you fulfillment, and you will be able to just feel so happy at the end of the day. The other thing that I want to conclude with is to say prioritization is the only way to create a work-life balance. And that is, I think, answering the question we started with. How do we create a work-life balance, if there is any, and how do we get? So I think from this conversation, and you can type here and answer to this question, do you think then work-life balance will look different for everyone? Let me know. Let me hear you answer that question as I try and check what is here in the chat. uh life work balance. This has been interesting. I love the conversation going on. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And for me, I'm loving it, because the more I elaborate, the more you contribute to it, it's becoming clearer, and it's becoming something that is not a dream, is not just out there. It's something we can be able to achieve. So let me hear what are your take homes, so that we can be able to conclude this class or this lesson for today, and we call it a night. I am at a time zone that is night at this point. I don't know where the others, what is your time zone and what is the time of the day. But let's just say something in the chat. Goga, today you're not typing much. You're tired. You're tired. Yeah, so this is it. This is nice, guys. Thank you for for being here. Let me see whether there's a message I may have missed. Uno is a trouble creator. This is my brother. I know Uno. He may not know me because he's not a content creator, but I know him. When I start, here it is. Temi was saying, let me read it. When I started, I overdo it. I started falling apart for my kids, hubby, and I sat down and said, Temi, you cannot continue like this. You hear? That's it. She had to call herself to a meeting and truly tell herself that she cannot continue. Going on like that, or she was going to fall apart. I also know what that means. When I was actually new and starting out and learning how to edit, I would take so long to edit that I know that lack of the loss of that connection. And yeah, that's it, guys. So let me see whether there's somebody else I left. I have busy. That is my take. Who was saying, thanks for the welcome, host and pilot. I think those were beautiful comments going there. And you should enjoy LS. I think Anna's gone. True host, sometimes I feel exhausted. Goga. Anyway, I'll reach out to you so that we can sort something here on the night bot. It's something I'm not getting. Okay, so that's it. Looks like you guys have exhausted your comment. It's 1950 here, Temi. So you are about 21 minus. You are 2 hours behind us, and that is a good time. You are still having a long way to go into the night. For me, it's about 6 minutes to 10 p.m. Enjoy the live stream. That's Esther saying, I enjoyed the conversation. We definitely try the time block. Yay! That's my beautiful, beautiful sister there saying that she will be able to try time block. Thank you so much for the conversation. Anyone else who wants to say something? I don't want to block anyone out. I don't want to look like I'm rushing you out. Be a blessing to this channel. Partner with me, be able to like, share, and whenever we have these conversations, don't enjoy them yourself, share me out so that we can also be able to have other people join in. It will be in the YouTube, on my YouTube page. In my YouTube live stream page. So anytime you can always share with somebody if you feel like they trigger something we've spoken about here. So I think with that, I want to end this live stream with the 7 of you having been a blessing, and the many of you who have come in, those who have subscribed, those who have been new. And let me see who we can direct this flight to. Yeah, we need to rate somebody. If you have an idea of who we can rate, let me know. Let me know. You guys have been on, you probably have seen people who are online. Let's see who we can raid. Are there people streaming at night? Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to look. No, I'm not even trying to look. I'm trying to go to the raid setting so that you guys can tell me who we are raiding. Goodness, where is that setting now? I thought I had seen it here. Okay. Yes, I've seen it. So I am ready so that you tell me who we can go to. Let me check here and see. Let me see who is live. Videos. Live. Yeah, if you have time, I would also love to be a blessing to somebody. Yeah, Susie Global. Susie Global Concept is live. I think we can raid her. Indaya is live. I don't know whether I'm connected to Indaya and I don't know whether that affects. So do we go to Susie Global or Indaya? Vote here so that we see. Because I'm not connected to Indaya, I don't know whether that would affect Goga. But I'm connected to Susie. You choose host. Okay, let me choose. Let's go to Susie Global Concept. So when you get there, what will you type? Faraja. You will type Faraja Reid. Yeah, think she will know who that is. And she's in the dark. I don't know why she's in the dark. Let's go ask her there why she's in the dark. Susie Global. Let's see whether I can. Yeah, I'm seeing her. Redirected privilege needed. Ask Suzy Global to add you to their live direct in their community. To add you to their live redirect in the community settings. Okay. I didn't know that is normally asked. She may not have it on. Okay. Okay, let's try someone else then. Indaya. I can try Indaya. Give me the full channel name. Give me the full channel name. Even me, I've been wanting to check out Indaya, but time. We can Uber there, then pick Indaya for the flight. Hi, Rich Vivian. Karibu sana. We can Uber there and then pick. Okay. So we just like go there. Indaya Molembe. Okay. Let me try. We learn something new today. Whether you can fly to someone's territory. I'm seeing him is live. And then I say save. Okay. So I'd already said to Indaya, I can change that. Let's go to Susie. Their link is here, shared by Goga. Then when you are there, we can type something. Vivian, you have just come when we are saying goodbye. And you are the rich girl, and there's a rich king in the house. I don't know whether you are related. And I know you know each other. So I will just say good night and bye bye, everyone. Thank you for being a blessing and see you in our next live. We will be having amazing conversations. Stay tuned and God bless you for being here. Thank you. Bye bye.